Hi, I'm going to show you my new game. It's called Midnight Prison Escape. You created an amazing escape device. The only way out is up. There's the device right there. It is an emitter that emits itself. It is a box that recreates itself. And the one on the bottom, I'm going to mark it because it creates 4 versions of itself. So it is like the most important one. And then second up creates 3 versions of itself, and so forth. So this is the only way up. Over on this side, wall. Other side, wall. Take my word for it. You got to go up. So I'm going to try to let these ones that emit things keep on having a clear space and be pointed upright. I'm going to try. I've been able to do this twice while testing the game to make sure it was possible. I've been able to get to the top. And it was challenging both times. I did it in the middle of the screen. This time I'm going to try to use the wall to my advantage and get building up against the wall closer to see if that helps. But the trick is to find the ones that emit. You can mark them with your stickers, and then just continue to let them make more blocks. And these blocks that they make can create more blocks until it's up to like the 4th generation, and then that just remains a static block. So it's quite a challenge, but it gets you thinking in different ways, which is kind of cool. There's a little mark, a little label that shows you what direction. It's the upper left side. If it is going to emit something, that's the direction from which it's going to be emitted. Now I found that if you grab a box like this, and then like hit the X button, you can flip it around and sometimes bring it up to the next level, which is increasingly important. Because you got to build up if you're going to get out. So yeah, I'll work on this wall method over here, building up against the wall. But you might find your own strategy that's a lot more effective than what I'm doing. I just make the game. I don't necessarily know how to play it the best, that's for sure. In situations like this where it's kind of a creative new approach. It's not just running around jumping over things or whatever. It is interacting with a brand new type of creation, the emitter of itself. But hey, if you're going to get out of prison, you got to invent something like that. Where'd your character get the tools for something like that? I don't know, maybe they were smuggled in. Was your character guilty of the crime that put him or her into prison? Let's assume not. This is a falsely accused Tim Robbins and Shawshank Redemption type situation, only a more high-tech version. Okay. I don't think there's a way to die. You know, every time I think that in a game, there ends up being some smushability or something. Now that is a nice little, that's a nice little tower we got built over there. But the thing is, it's not that stable. And if you're going to climb something like that, it's got to be stable. I could be wrong. To fit this video in, I see fast forwarding the footage in my future. Alright, there's an emitter. Said I'd work the wall, but I always end up going back towards the middle. Maybe that's because that's where the original emitter was, more in the middle, so some of its offspring, so to speak, that create more blocks are naturally going to be around that area as well. Alright, trying to get some stability here. Not all games were meant to be played in 5 minutes, or in the case of YouTube video limitations, 10 minutes. So, I will escape. I am certain of that, because I've done it before. But at this point, I'm not making much progress. Maybe I should go back to my wall method. So I do like the idea. I like the idea of it being sturdy against the wall. Flip up. Whoops. So I should probably be smart and push over that way. Yeah, maybe if I used more stickers that would have helped to identify the emitters, but this is really my first game where I've even used stickers inside of it. Okay, got a little height there. So drag some stuff over. Let's build that up. I had high hopes when I started this that, well, I made it a couple times before. Maybe I'll be quicker this time and be able to fit it in to my YouTube video limitations. Alas, much slower this time, actually. I'm abandoning my side of the wall trick. Just doesn't seem like it's coming to fruition. Because even if it gets built up over there, it's going to be right underneath a cement block. It's not going to be in a gap. And that's where you got to build upwards towards a gap. Those emitters were starting to dissolve other blocks. It's a limitation about how many items can be emitted at once. So I'm not going to be emitter dependent anymore. I'm just going to treat these blocks like they are just your standard run-of-the-mill blocks. Because I'm better off than when I started, when I only had one block to work with back in the early parts of the escape. Okay. Whoops. Well, I think I'm actually going to wrap up this video because I don't know how much longer it'll take me. I can guarantee I did it twice before, so it is possible. I'm going to continue this off camera, but if you want to give it a shot, maybe you can do a lot better than me. It won't be tough. Midnight prison escape. Give it a shot. See if you can get out.